All right, so here we have the script. Let's write a small script in order to understand this particular formatting a little more better. Though we don't recommend this for Python, we recommend you to use the format method, but still let's understand this so that you are not unfamiliar with the ways, because you might have done this in lower level languages, high level languages, but lower than Python, C++, and so on. So let's just have a look at this. Okay, if I say print and then I say I just want to print, let's say I want to print 23.78, or I just want to print, let's say, a value. Okay, so if I want to print a value, I'm going to say percent 6.2f. What is 6.2f gonna do? Okay, and I'm gonna say in place of this percent, so percent 6.2f, what will it do? Remember, I told you 0.2 will give you the accuracy of the decimal point after decimal point, and 6 is going to be the total number of digits including the percentage. So let's say I'm just going to say, in place of that, I'm just going to say 23.79. now I'm going to copy this out and I'm going to put different numbers out here. Okay, so maybe you'll get a picture after I just make this out here. So instead of 23.79, I'm going to say 0.39, and I'm going to say 199.8, or I'm going to say 23, or I'm going to say, finally I'm going to say, okay, let's say 2324.17. okay, I'm going to save, and I'm just going to do a function F5. Can you see 23.79? It got formatted in such a way that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 digits together. Okay, that's why it says 6. And 0.2 means it's getting a 0.2 decimal. Then I'd given 0.039. So I'd given 0.039 that, but I had approximated it to 2 decimals, so it became 0.04. So you can understand how the formatting takes place in Python. Okay, hope that is understood. So if I say, okay, there are other ways of formatting too, which we can just have a look. Say for example, if you want an exponential, something like this. Okay, I'm just going to print it out here so you can understand it. Print, I'm going to say print, let's say percent 10 point e 10.3 instead of d, I'm going to say e, and then I'm going to say, in place of that, I just want this percent. The value that I want is 356.08977. okay, let me see, what does it print? Oh, it returns for me. See, I want 10.3e, which means it returns for me, it tells me I want a 3 place. Okay, I want a 3 decimal accuracy, that means 0.561. okay, 0.561. 8 was approximated over here at 0.5, and raised to 2. So it is 3 point something, 3.561 into 10 raised to 2. That is what made it. What is this 10 for? This 10 will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The total size of this is going to be 10, so which means it's going to put this padding of a 0 before it. Hope you understand that. Okay, instead of small e, if I say capital E. So this is all useful when you have to display values as 10 raised to something. Okay, you can always use exponential. So E is always going to be all right. It's not much of a deal, but it's an exponential. So whether you put a small e or a capital E doesn't matter. Okay, what if instead of E I say 10.3 small o, and if I say small o, and instead of this particular value I just say 25, what does it mean? What will it do? And if I say enter, okay, it will enter for you, it will give you the value as 031. Okay, what is it? So 031, what is the meaning of 031? So that means it is the octal value of 25. O means an octal value of 25. Is that clear? Okay, and it, of course, it requires 10, which is going to give you so much of padding out there. Okay, and then if I say, but I just want you to notice now, because you're, instead of 10.3, if I put 10.5, what's going to happen? Let's see. Oh, so it's going to add those zeros out here. So either either this point 5 is actually going to actually space out for you after the decimal point, or if the decimal point does not exist, it is just going to say, okay, I just want 5 digits out here. Okay, hope you understand that. All right. So that means can I say something like this? Can I say, just in place of D, I just put D, percent %D, and I say like this, so I can pad zeros. So now if you remember, I had given you a program taking the input from the user, telling him to enter the month, enter the year, and enter the, I'd given you a particular program. So if I write it here, that particular program, I say input, enter the day you were born. Okay, so he will just say the date. Okay, you were born, and then I tell him, of course he's going to enter it as an integer, which I need to convert it, and I need to store it as dd. And I had told you take month in so I told you input it from the user and say, what do we need to say? I need to say enter the year, or enter the month you were born. Okay, and I close this, and then I say yy is equal to int input enter the year. So if I say that, okay, how do I return to the user? How do I return to the user? In the format of dd slash mm slash yy. You know what the user is going to enter here? Let's say the user enters 25th Jan. Okay, so he's born on 25th Jan, so he's going to enter 1, and he's going to enter, okay, so he might enter 0 1, but you will finally get 1. Okay, so you need to pad that 0, and then you need hash what? Okay, it's going to say he's going to enter, let's say 19, say 52. 952 is too old. Okay, so 1952. Okay, so he says something like this. Okay, then what should I do? Okay, what should I do? I should just print it back to him like this. If you remember, I had told you how to print it out. I had told you that time I wanted in that particular format where I just don't want 1952, I just want 52. So that time we had just said print it as dd comma comma yy modulus, because I just want to print 52. I had said modulus of 100. Okay, so if I say modulus of 100, it's going to be 52, and I'm going to say comma print dd yy modulus 100, and of course I needed to change the separation from a space. I wanted to make it a slash. Okay, and then of course I said you can print it. So he's going to enter the day he was born. What is the day? 25. And then he's going to say Jan, and then he's going to say year is, he's going to say 1952. So you're going to get 25/1/52. But this is not what we wanted. What did we want? We wanted something like 25/01/52, but that 01 is not there. So how do I use this particular concept, get it done, instead of using the sep and all that? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say, in place of all this, what I need to do, I need to say in brackets, can I say something like this? I need to add percent. The first thing is going to be date, dd, that is going to be, let me say, I just need 2.2. Total is 2.2 d. Okay, because total number of values are going to be 2, and I'm going to say I need to put a slash, and then I say again a percent 2.2 d, and then again I put a slash, and then I say percent 2.2 d. So, and then of course I'm going to say, in place of these percentages, I'm going to say the dd comma comma yy, right? And of course unexpected EOF. Okay, I didn't put this bracket out over here, and a function. Okay, so now when he enters 25, 01 and 1952, it will give me 25/01/1952. Oh, I didn't want the entire yy. Okay, I wanted yy modulus of 100. Okay, so let's see that. 25/01/1952. it's going to enter 250152. Hope you understood how this 0 was added. This 0 had to be padded. We didn't add the 0 somewhere. We just had to say it. This corresponds to this, the second place, that is this particular place, that is percent 2.2d. That means it is going to have a total of 2 digits and digits. I need to have at least two digits, without which I cannot go forward. Okay, so I need to have at least 2 digits. So 2 digits. If I need to have 2 digits to be shown, I just say 1, and of course I'll pad it with a 0. Hope you are able to understand this particular concept. Yes. Okay, now with this done, I need to go to the method. Of course, this is not the complete, or this is not the Pythonic way of doing it. The Pythonic way of doing it would be by using a format method, okay, which I'm going to explain in the next video. So let's have a look at the Pythonic way, or the format method, which makes things more clearer to us when we use it out. Okay, come to the next video and we'll have a look.